Hello everybody, welcome back to Permutations and Combinations video number 4. In this video, let us solve few more problems related to linear permutation of type 1. Okay, before that, let us try to recall the concepts what we discussed in the last classes. Right children? Right children? Okay. So, first of all, let us see the definition of a permutation. Look at the definition. So, definition is an arrangement that can be formed by taking some or all of a finite set of things or objects is called a permutation. See once again, it's nothing but, what is the definition of a permutation? Permutation is nothing but arrangement of certain things or objects may be taken some or all is called as a permutation. Fine now. So in a simple sentence we can say that the arrangement of certain number of objects or the things is called as a permutation. Right? So now permutations are two types. Permutations are two types. What are they? One is linear permutation and the other one is circular permutation. Okay, let us see first of all, when can we say a permutation is a linear permutation? Okay, so look at me here. A permutation is said to be a linear permutation if the objects are arranged in a line or a row. Right? It's very simple now. See, a permutation is said to be a linear permutation if the objects are arranged in a line. Line, nothing but a row. Hence, such a permutation is considered as a linear permutation. And coming to type 2. Circular permutation. See, in the definition itself, in the word itself, circular. See, a permutation is said to be a circular permutation if the objects are arranged in the form of a circle. If the objects are arranged in the form of a circle or a closed curve, such a permutation is called circular permutation. Is it clear? So permutations are two types. One is linear permutation, another one is circular permutation. A permutation is said to be linear if the objects are arranged in a line, in a row. A permutation is said to be a circular permutation if the objects are arranged in a circle, in a circular manner. In a closed curve. Okay. So usually a permutation means we consider linear permutation unless they mention regarding circular. Right students? So a linear permutation is nothing but a simply we call as a permutation. Okay. See, this chapter, especially permutations, are depending on two principles, mainly two principles. One is multiplication rule and the second one is addition rule. So let us see in detail what is the multiplication rule and what is the addition rule. Right? So coming to first principle, that is the multiplication rule. So that's what we can generalize in this manner. If there are m ways to do one thing and there are n ways to do another thing, isn't it? Suppose one thing can be done in m ways, another thing can be done in n ways, then there are m into n ways to do both the things. Is it clear? So concentrate once again. There are two operations. one operation can be done in m ways, another operation can be done in n ways. Now both the operations together can be done in m into n ways, right? This is known as a multiplication rule, m into n. Next, look at the second principle, which is also called as addition rule. So look at me, what is the difference between addition rule and multiplication rule? So suppose if there are m ways to do one thing, and there are n ways to do another thing, and both cannot be done at the same time. So this is the point you need to observe here. See here, both can be done in m into n ways, but coming to here, both the things cannot be done at the same time. In this situation, you need to use the addition rule here. Hence, there are m plus n ways. There are m plus n ways to choose one of the things. Right, ma'am? So, look at me. Please concentrate. This is a very, very important concept to solve a problem related to permutations. So, whenever there is the situation demands that to do both the things, to do both the operations, hence we can consider the number of ways are m into n. Okay. Suppose if the situation is we need to choose any one of them, that indicates that we need to take the help of addition rule. That is, any one can be chosen in the ways into m plus n ways. Okay. So look at once. Look at what is the first principle, what is the second principle. That is multiplication rule and addition rule. So these two principles, first principle and second principle, that is addition rule and multiplication rule, will be very much helpful to us for solving of a problem. Okay, ma. So now coming to first type of permutation, that is linear permutation. So in this video, let us discuss about the linear permutation in detail. So there are three types of problems in this linear permutation, which we already discussed in the last class briefly. So once again, I want to recall the concepts. So coming to type 1 in linear permutations. So what is the type 1? See, permutations of and dissimilar things taken or at a time. Look at me once again. Permutations of and dissimilar things taken or at a time. So when and dissimilar things or objects are given to you, then how can we choose or objects from that? This is the first way. Okay, suppose there are 5 boys. Now among the 5 boys, we need to choose one of the boy. How can we choose one of the boy within that 5 boys? Or suppose there are 10 balls with you. There are 10 different balls, different colored balls you have. Now within these 10 different balls, how can we choose? In how many ways we can choose any 2 balls? So this type of questions we are going to discuss now. So that's what in detail we already discussed. This is regarding, actually we can solve through the help of fundamental principle of counting also. That is already I explained in the last video. Now let me want to solve the problems using the formula of NPR. So when can we use this formula? NPR. That's what? Number of permutations that can be formed by taking R things. Taking R number of things at a time from a set which contains n dissimilar things. Isn't it, ma? So nothing but choosing R number of things from a set which contains n dissimilar things, where R should be either less than n and otherwise equals to n. And this way of selection is denoted by NPR. And the formula of NPR, we can write it as n factorial by n minus r whole factorial. What is the formula for NPR? N factorial by n minus r whole factorial. We already discussed the proof of this one in the last video. So the same NPR, after simplification, we can also write it as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus r minus 1 actually. Okay, so before the bracket there is a minus, hence we can rewrite as n minus r plus 1. So students, if you remember these two formulas, will be very helpful for us to solve a problem in a simple manner. Okay, so the formula number 1, NPR. What is the formula? N factorial by n minus r whole factorial. The same formula NPR, we can also write it as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus r plus 1. Right? Next, coming to factorial. We also discussed about the factorial also in the last class. So let us see how can we write n factorial. So n factorial is equals to the product of n natural numbers. Okay, that is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into and so on n. So the product of first n natural numbers is denoted as n factorial. For example, 3 factorial. How can we write 3 factorial as? In the same manner, 1 into 2 into 3. So the product of 1 and 2 and 3 is 6. Hence 3 factorial is 6. Coming to 5 factorial. See, is a product of 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. 5 into 4, 20. And 20 into this is 6. 20 into 6, which is 120. Right? So please, if you remember these formulas, one is NPR, that is n factorial by n minus r factorial, and the same formula we can also write it as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on n minus r plus 1, and moreover the formula for n factorial, that is product of 1 into 2 into 3 into so on n. Okay, now let us solve few more problems on this type. Look at this question now. See, first read the question everybody. Find the number of 5-letter words that can be formed using the letters of the word consider. Okay. So still there are many questions in this. First question is, find the number of 5-letter words that can be formed using the letters of the word consider. So using these letters, how many letters are there here in the word consider? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So consider is the word which is containing 8 letters, isn't it? Now among these 8 letters, using these 8 letters, how many 5 letters words can we frame? This is the question number 1. Okay. Now look at me, question number 2 in this. This is the question number 2. And moreover, in that 5-letter words, how many of them begin with C? Right? In the so-called the number of 5-letter words, how many are beginning with C we want, and how many are ending with R we want, and moreover how many of them are begin with C and end with R. See, what a beautiful question, isn't it? Very easy, don't worry. Just if you have a basic idea about fundamental principle of counting, isn't it? See, this comes under this category. Yes or no? See, there are n distinct letters. There are n distinct letters. See, no letter is repeated here. C, O, N, S, I, D, E, R. All the 8 letters are different, distinct. So no letter is repeated here. I mean, there are now n dissimilar objects and dissimilar things. Now within this, we need to choose 5 letters. I mean R. We need to choose R objects at a time. Isn't it? So the formula is very clear. NPR is the formula. NPR is the formula. I mean, can you tell me now? Out of 8, how can we choose 5 letters? In how many ways we can choose this can be done in 8P5 ways. Right, ma? So one is using the formula. If not, let us see the fundamental principle of counting. Okay, fine. Coming to the solution. See, the word consider has 8 letters, isn't it? And all are distinct. This is what you need to observe first of all, because this is the formula can be used only when n things are dissimilar. No two are same. Okay, distinct. And now look at me. We need to fill up the 5 blanks, isn't it? A 5-letter word, 5 blanks. Let us see how many ways we can fill these 5 blanks. Now coming to first blank, see how can I fill this one? I can write any one of the letter from consider, no? Any one of the letter, that is I can write C, I can write O, I can write N or S, I, D, E, R. So I have now 8 choices, isn't it? I can fill this with any one of the letter from this 8. Hence, this can be filled in 8 ways. First box can be filled in 8 ways. Clear, ma? Because there are 8 letters. Right. Now coming to second box. Tell me, in how many ways we can fill this second box? Since already one of the letter is occupied here, ma? Isn't it? I mean, for example, if it is C. Suppose if I started with C. Now, still how many letters are left with me now? 7. Among this 7, any one I can fill here. Hence, I have 7 choices. Isn't it? I mean, I can fill this box in 7 ways. In the same manner, can you tell me now here? Since already 2 letters are completed here, occupied already. So, these are filled with any 2 letters. For example, it may be filled with S, for example. Okay, can be anything. So, this can be done in 7 ways, right? Now, coming to here, already 2 letters are reserved here. They are already placed. Now, out of the 8 letters, now 2 are already finished. Now, we have now in our hand, there are only 5 letters. Now, in these 5 letters, I can choose any one. I mean, maybe first one, maybe second one, maybe third one, maybe fourth one, or maybe fifth one. So, how many choices we have now? 5 choices. I mean, the third box, sorry, 2 are completed now. We have 6 letters. 6 letters. Hence, this can be filled in 6 ways, and this can be filled in 5 ways, and finally, this can be filled in 4 ways. Right? Therefore, this can be done. This can be done in 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. So on simplification, which is equals to 6720 ways. 6720 ways. Product rule we need to, because we need to choose everything, no, not anyone, isn't it? So this can be done in 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. That is, after multiplication we are going to get 6720. Do you understand the meaning of this? I mean, using these 8 letters, we can frame 6720 5-letters words. 5-letter words. These many words we can create. Okay, see, that is the advantage, that is the beauty of permutations. Other than this concept, you try to solve, it's not possible, isn't it? And coming to the same question in a short manner now. This is what using first principle of fundamental principle of counting. Now, using the formula, that's what choosing R objects from n dissimilar things, that is the formula, is what it is, the formula NPR. So that's what this can be done in, from out of 8 we need to choose 5. So that is 8P5 ways. Can be done in 8P5 ways. That's what, how can we write it now? 8 factorial by 8 minus 5 factorial. That is 8 factorial by 8 minus 5 factorial is 3 factorials. So 8 factorial means 8 into, I want to go in a reverse manner. 1 to 8, nothing but 8 to 1. So 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into and 3 into 2 into 1. Can I write it as 3 factorial? And the denominator is already 3 factorial. Now 3 factorial is cancelled. So nothing but what we had now. So 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. That's what 6720 ways. So question number 1 is completed. That is number of 5-letter words that can be chosen from the word consider. That there are 8 words, very simple man. In a simple man, if it is coming to competitive point of view, a second, not even a second we can take to solve this problem. So out of 8 letters, we need to choose 5 letters. That can be done in 8P5 ways. Let us simplify that, and whatever the answer, we may get it. Right? Now look at the second condition. What is the second condition, ma? How many of them begin with C? Begin with C. So now first place is reserved. So it must be starting with C. So that's why first fill the first place with C. This is clear now. This is reserved now, because we are studying about the number of 5-letter words which are beginning with C. Now look at me, ma. There are 4 blanks. There are 4 blanks. And how many letters we had? Out of 8, 1 is already filled. So we have left with 7 letters. Among these 7 letters, we need to choose 4 letters. So now this can be filled in 7 ways, isn't it? Since we have 7 letters now, so within that 7, any one of the letter we can take it here. That's why we have 7 ways to fill this second blank. And next, this can be filled in 6 ways. What about this? In 5 and in 4 ways. Therefore, number of ways are, what are the number of ways, ma? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. So, how much this? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. On simplification, we get as 840 ways. So let us see now using the formula. Using this formula, how can we say? Otherwise, or else, number of ways to fill how many? 4 blanks from 7 distinct letters is 7P4. This is in 7P4 ways. How can we write 7P4, ma? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. So since 4 no, you need to go back until here. I told you no, second formula. NPR we can also write it as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into so on, n minus r plus 1. Right? So of course this is already been simplified. So the number of ways are 840 ways. Do you understand? So here the question is, how many 5-letter words can be begin with C? So first place is already reserved, C here. Okay, this is already filled with C. Now there are 4 blanks and we have 7 letters. So that can be filled in. See, first box we have 7 letters now. Hence we can fill any one of the 7. That is 7 chances, 7 ways. Next leftover numbers are 6 are there. Hence this box can be filled in 6 ways. And similarly 5 ways and 4 ways. That's what generally using the formula of NPR. So there are 7 with us because 1 is already reserved. So fill in the 4 blanks with using 7 distinct letters. This can be done in 7P4 ways. So the 7P4 is nothing but 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. That is 840 ways. Okay, now Next question is what? How many of them are and with R? And with R. See now, next condition is and with R. Hence, look at me. Fill the first place, fill the last place with R as shown in the figure. So this must be R. This must be R now. So how many 5 letters words are ending with capital R? Now we are going to discuss. Okay, fine. Now can you tell me, ma? Can you tell me this is in how many ways? So one is already reserved R. Still we have out of 8, 7 letters are with us. So first box can be filled in 7 ways, because any one of the 7 letters, one we can replace there. And next can be done in 6 ways. This can be done in 4 ways, and this can be filled in 5 ways, and this can be in 4 ways. Hence again the number of ways are what are that? 6 into 5 into 4 into 5 into 4. So once again 840 ways. Therefore number of ways to fill, once again to fill 4 blanks, to fill 4 blanks from 7 distinct letters is 7p4, which is equals to 840. So the number of 5 letters words which are beginning with C and number of 5 letter words which are ending with R or same. In both ways we get 840 words. Okay. Now let us see the last condition. So now look at the last